Yep, it's good, guys. We are in JFK. I can't remember what that stands for. John F. Kennedy, I think. This is my debut on Corey and Mad's YouTube. I'm assuming this is going on. You haven't caught me at the best time, I'm going to admit, guys, so this video will get better as it goes along, as I regain some energy, because I'm fresh off like an 8-hour flight and about 10 million steps through this airport, and my cream of rice got pulled in security. Luckily I managed to sweet talk my way through it. But anyway, we're about to get on the final hurdle of this journey, flying from JFK to Columbus to meet Mads and Corey. And I want to give a special shout out to those two right now, actually, because they've taken a lot of stress off my mind and done my wife's job and text me asking what food I need getting in, and they've got it all for me so I can wake up tomorrow, prep my meals, which I don't normally have to do. Jazz, I'm especially going to miss you because of that, and all of the other things I love about you, obviously. So that's cool. Why am I coming is something they want me to talk about. I think peaking somebody in person is so much more, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a delicate process, especially when you're working with a high-level athlete like Corey, where we're treading the weight cap very cautiously. We haven't had to do anything with food volume manipulation or electrolyte manipulation or fluid manipulation yet, and we're very close to the cap. And we've been able to tick within 2 kilos of the cap now, whilst dropping off inflammation, whilst dropping off fatigue in the process. As you guys already know, Corey isn't a PED user, or at least a super physiological PED user, so there's no lipolytics in there. There's nothing that's going to drive diuresis. We don't have the ability to modulate things like androgens and estrogens like a typical enhanced guy would. So it's definitely a more delicate process, and one that I want to monitor in real time within a fair proximity to the show to ensure that Corey lands at 100%, which we've managed to do throughout the prep, obviously remotely thus far, other than when we've caught up just recently in person. So I can't wait to get there now. I've been replying in full caps lock to Corey every single morning this week, blown away by the physique, and seeing it in person is going to be a whole different thing, and then peaking it in person is going to be a whole different thing as well. So I am excited, although you may not be able to tell because I'm knackered. But yeah, we're going to get this show on the road, basically. We're going to hop on the plane, go over to Corey and Mads, and see what's going on in real life. So I'll catch you guys as the vlog develops. Peace. Imagine if you don't even need the swoosh to get the weight in, and then you drop all that fluid whilst getting filled up at the same time.
The plan. Welcome back, guys. No surrender. Let's fucking go. The team is in. The boss is here. Stephen behind the camera. Thank fuck. If I have to walk around like this and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even recording, I'm going to lose my fucking marbles. It's day 1. We've got 4 days till weigh-in. 5 days till show day, 92.55 kilos. Got no question with the cap, as the boss has just been talking about. It's more about bringing in the best undeniable sleeve we possibly can. And as I said, it's no surrender, so we're going to check in now. We just talked about best lighting. It's always got to be important. That's the most important thing when you're traveling around. Find your check-in spot to ensure that what you're putting out, what you're giving to your coach, what you're seeing is actual real accurate footage and visuals.
And there's nothing more accurate than the in-person assessment. I was talking to Jazz about this yesterday. So normally when I prep clients, I'll start asking for the visual feedback in different environments and different lighting structures. Like I'll use a front-on ring light indoors, and then indoors I'll use side lit bright from a window side on, and then I'll use outdoor lighting, and then I'll change the daily situation as well. I'll have pre-workout, post-workout, upon waking, pre-bed, as prep goes through. So you can start to construct these predictable outcomes of there's this much food volume, this much fluid volume, this much sodium, this much potassium in this individual. How do they look here and there, and then extrapolating that out forwards through the prep. Because like Corey said, like that cap Any coach that's listening to this that's got clients into a cap, like 2.5 kilo, you'd laugh at that. You can do that with food volume, let alone fluid manipulation, electrolyte manipulation, expenditure manipulation, even things that I've had to do before that I try and avoid, like sauna and things like this, or even pharmaceutical diuretics and things like that we really don't want to go the road down, especially with Corey. So the cap isn't easy landing. The nuance is how to have the easy landing without doing anything that is going to impede our ability to have some big super compensation the other side, post weigh-in, and even beyond that, being very fresh, ready to go with no slow gastric transit, no food volume, no skews in that electrolyte balance because of the big movement up in caloric intake and how much glucose we're going to need to partition and how quickly. So looking down to the molecular weight of your carbohydrates, the proximity to the stage that you're consuming and stuff like that, might sound like stuff a lot of people would poo-poo, but oh, that's too complicated, whatever. On this level, if you can understand and provide accurate application of things that are very nuanced, and it does come down to Corey stood next to somebody that could be 0.1% better than him, you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. You'd be banging your head off the wall thinking, why didn't I just learn how to do that? Yeah. So
having a good understanding of how everything's actually going to be set up as well, when you're going to be weighing in, when you're going to be on the stage, how your body actually responds, like Joe said. So we've had opportunities, even over the time of quite large instabilities in some people's mind. Like I've been in 3 different countries in the past 10 days to manage that, to manage sleeping patterns, to manage, like Joe said, food volume, but we've managed to keep everything consistent and stay on track with exactly how my body's working. And no word of a lie, like this entire prep, and I'll say this because like Joe's flown out to fucking Ohio to land this plane. Like the investment that he's given to me has been incredible, and the reality is every single step of the way we have not fucking missed because I've nailed and executed the plan, but the plan has been mapped out perfectly with molecular detail to ensure that we land come show day. Let's get fucking checked in.
One
and
thing
meet
to add
some
to that,
veg.
sorry, coaches watching, I think I've watched the coaching world change where you would always go, I remember back in the day I'd always see the same coaches at every show, and you'd recognise what coach really cares by who's there. Jace would always be there, Rob would always be there, Tom Hames would always be there, Cal would always be there, Christian would always be there. You know, you see the same faces again and again and again. And then those coaches start to recognise what coach really cares. And then I saw we go through this period where coaches are at their most important client shows. Now a lot of those coaches are coaching international clients. And what happens to the rest of their clients? They ended up getting a likely copy and pasted, short worded written response. The coaching world has changed. The expectations of coaches that coach competitors is such that you need to be at these shows, even if they're international, and you need to be there far enough prior to do the job properly. And the expectation is that none of your client work changes. If that means staying up all night and doing some kind of Gary Vee shit to do it, fine. My recommendation, if you want to be a coach that coaches competitors, don't be so greedy, coach less clients and still handle them all properly. No one's missing calls, no one's missing loom check-ins, because you can still get it in to a high standard.
That's one thing me and Mads have stood by as well. Not a single client has gone amiss. Like my cognitive function at this very moment in time is absolutely amazing because I've actually had 7 hours sleep. It's actually daylight.
There we go.
Not a single client goes amiss. It's all quality. Whilst we're chasing dreams, chasing results and chasing progression, we're still getting the job done with every other person in any phase specific goal. Let's check this fucking rig in.
Yeah, boy. Just as the build is starting, and we've got all the plans come through and stuff. It looks so cool.
Really sick.
Got like a locker in the corner, big granite island.
We're opting in for outside checking. Nothing more accurate.
And I'm just dry scooping. Strom, Rick Foster, I love you. The Focus Max comes with me everywhere. The Hydra Max comes with me everywhere. I can't live without it. Strom Sports Supplements. Buy that shit.
No, my supplement needs, Joe, you're an old dog.
I'm not sponsored by Strom.
This is going to be like it's not. Let's get fucking going then. Oh!
So you don't have to send me a money. I need to fuck up focus. The lighting's a little funny. There we go. It's fucking interesting on Wednesday, mate, to say the least. Glutes like running right into the VLs. That flat is so crazy. Crazy, so flat, but so tight.
God, it feels good to be doing that in front of your fucking couch. I would say one of the main reasons I had 7.5 hours sleep last night. If you have a look at my fucking O-ring data, I'm looking at like 4 a day. Just because I'm like, right, I want to get up at 5, I want to send my pictures to Joe, I want to send my weight to Joe. I want to get this fucking day started. I feel so relaxed. Like, just gliding in there.
And initial feedback immediately is, I would say, in the realm of 3 to 5% sharper in person, because there is some quality loss even no matter how you send it, and also 3 to 5% flatter as well. And it's the ability just to see little spots like right at the bottom of your rec fem, right at the bottom of the glute, like exactly how much flatness is going to account for needing to shrink wrap that skin there and things like that. It is all, you know, you can say as much as you like, we can do this remotely, but when things are this nuanced and finite, yeah, having that in-person look is going to influence decisions from here and make them, not that I doubt that we couldn't do this remotely to 100%, but like Corey said, the accuracy and how we can relax on that is the one.
Let's fucking go, baby. Better midsection control with food in anyway. Just that mind muscle connection, set fullness of the muscles. Like soon I'll hit a vacuum after a high day and I'll be fucking strong. I don't know whether it's like a feeble thing, but I'm just like fucking weak. You know what I'm saying? I think like obviously I know you don't contract the same way that a bodybuilder would, but to turn your quad on when you're fucking flat is like lights are on but no one's home, do you know what I mean?
So fruits and veggies all the same.
Yep.
Meat meals are at 200 each.
So 250, cool.
No egg whites there.
No egg whites, sweet.
Because that's like the highest volume.
Sweet.
200, so that's 2 chicken meals, 200 plus veg is normal. 200 beef.
Cool.
200 chicken.
Cool.
400 yogurt.
Cool.
So you're still nearly at 270 protein, which is still a lot, but then again we'll see. Because I want that tapered down low by the time you get to load.
Yeah, so we can... Yeah,
I'd like that closer to like 200 on the load. So, but we'll go one step, see the effect, and then we've got tomorrow if we want to go further.
Sweet.
And then steps today, I wouldn't actually actively track them too much, but don't let them go over. Don't let them go over your 6K. Maybe look at getting to about 4K. But after every meal, just from a gastric emptying point of view, if you can run 3 hard rotations of quarter turns and mandatories with like 5 single holds, hard contraction, that'd be good. That's the plan.
Stuff.
And then training. So we're going to train today and tomorrow. Yeah, and it's just going to be pull, push. Push is going to be, when I say push, we'll probably just touch pecs with one movement very light, and then it's going to be pretty much lateral delt and arm. So today will just be back,
Yeah.
which we haven't done for a few days, right?
No, we haven't done since.
But even further tapered,
Yeah.
I'm talking, it'll be 5 sets total,
Sweet.
literally like 6 hour,
Yeah.
20 to 30 reps, and then
That'd be
boys.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I normally do on weeks like this with mine is like get a light degree of pump to what you can.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, if that's in 2 sets, we go on to the next exercise. If that's in 1, okay, you're done. And then pose, you know?
Yeah. It took me. Yesterday I did I hit elbow loaded fly, pec fly, and first set like nobody was at home. Second set I got like 8 reps in. I felt like I was going to burst.
Yeah, and that's where you stop there.
Yeah, and I was just
Yeah,
yeah,
Good
it's just-
sign that it's like minimally effective work.
Yeah.
And we just don't want to go any further than that.
Cool.
Just partition some stuff around and bang bang.
Cool. Chicken and mushrooms, baby. It's a nice start to the day. Mads is. I've checked in. Joe's happy. Plan of attack and operation is reduce food volume. At the moment, from a food volume perspective, and it's something that's important to take away, I'm eating over 3.5 kilos worth of food, although I'm on no carbs. So I have just over a kilo of veg, I have way over a kilo of meat, and then I have some small amounts of fruit. So those are things that make a difference. So we're going to be pulling protein volume down, leaving my salads and veg alone, and then that alone, over a kilo's worth of reduction in food, should see a big swoosh down in weight. And Mads is making fucking heaven. Have you done this, please? So I can
Yeah.
make my fucking fresh air. Oi oi.
Whoa, nearly lost you and that would have been fucking catastrophic, wouldn't it?
I would have cried. Cry, baby.
Meanwhile, me and Stephen are eating rolls of oats.
Mate, you two are living your fucking best life.
That's right, mate.
Whilst I am cooking food that I'm not going to enjoy, purpose, not pleasure, today's plan of action is going to be train and buy some trainers. We're going to go through a light pull session, 5-6 working sets between sort of like 10 and 20, maybe up to 30 reps, just move some blood around. And then we are chill zone. Today is Sunday, weigh-ins Wednesday. We'll probably look to train pull today, push tomorrow, and then just ease off. Obviously food volume has been brought down. That will see us shift in the scales tomorrow. But that is a plan of action today. Get into Pro's gym in Columbus. See, everyone should be turning up now as well, which is good. We trained yesterday, it was very, very quiet. But obviously the pros aren't going to be competing at the Arnolds until Friday, Saturday. So obviously they don't need to be here that early. But yeah, pull will be on today. Move some blood round. I'm going to continue to cook my fucking asparagus. Wait for my DoorDash to arrive. And then we're good to go. We out here, the pros gym, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio baby. Do you know what, I've actually got a little bit of energy. That fucking salad is, we're gonna have a pre-workout. We're gonna get to work on back. We're gonna see what pros are in here. It looks a little bit more busy, so stay tuned. Might see some faces, apart from Slick.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45.
Okay, so there's no recognizable male pros in here, but there are 2 extremely big booty bitches. God, they train differently, don't they? Resiliency. Interesting.
Just taking photos, really.
Oh, just taking photos.
I'm going to go and ask him for a picture. I was going to do a was going to roll with a quad off, but now I've been scared off. They are absolutely massive. Their glutes, as you see these people in person, you cannot appreciate how big they are. They look like they're wearing a fucking bodysuit. Their glutes are massive.
Like superheroes. One thing that is interesting is the energy of these guys. Like, you can feel pros, and for me it's like rolling into pre-focus, supplement needs, raw for discount. Rolling into the Arnolds, something that I'm really focusing on. Rolling into these shows, like, what would a pro do? How does a pro behave? And that's the type of energy that I'm trying to create myself, in terms of like, how do I see myself? How do I behave? How do I act? How do I carry myself? There's two of the top Olympian wellness competitors. You can feel them. You also can't miss a fucking arse.
Striations of the arse through the
So if
leggings.
you wanna achieve something, if you wanna be something, you have to embody it. Embody that individual that you want to become, because there's no change without change. And if you won't behave and act like a pro, you'll never fucking be one in everything you do.
Massive, did look unreal. Yeah, so good.
How you girls feeling?
Excited. England, yeah, just outside London, yeah. So yeah, we're here. He's competing at the Arnolds this weekend. Classic. Yeah. Thursday, the amateur show, and then obviously Friday for the pro show. Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. So we're here gonna watch. She's cool. Yeah. Have you been here? Did you come in this weekend? You came in like 3 days ago. No?
Competing on the Friday.
It's the Friday, yeah. To meet you,
luck,
okay?
Tag me on the picture.
Yeah, I will. I'll put it on Instagram. Thank you, babe. See you later.
Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war to that nigga, he gon' pick a side. Hood ties from hood lines, now niggas doing dope lines. Don't run into the cops, that's a big exercise. Don't run into the cops, that's the motto. I don't see it coming to an end like legato. Get chipped like staccato, send a wave through the hood, now it's sounding like vibrato. Why you eat bread with avocado? We be trying to dye shells before it landing our tomato. Singing all my sorrows on Apollo, I've been trying to pave the way, but they didn't tell me it was potholes. America ain't dreaming, it been scheming when the birth of a nation came.
Energy is actually in a really good place today. With reduction of fatigue, reduced steps, feel a little bit more alive. I had 7, almost 8 hours sleep last night, so I do feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. Yesterday it took me half hour, 40 minutes to even move my first set, and it was just hell every time I was moving around. This gym is like a fucking maze, right? So for anyone who ever gets to come here, Pro's Gym in Columbus, I think it's like a fucking bank. Like, it's got like vaults and all sorts of shit in it, but you gotta go downstairs, big flight of stairs to get to the toilet. Yesterday I went downstairs for a wee, and I came out of the toilet, just looked up at the stairs and just sat at the bottom of them for 5 minutes, because I was like, I can't face walking up them stairs. It was that bad that when I got back upstairs I needed a wee again, and I thought, I'm just going to piss in the corner and piss on the fucking Smith machine, because literally I was like, fuck, am I walking down those stairs? So I actually held it in. That's how tired I was. But today I feel good. Again, reduction of stress, mental and physical, good night's sleep, reduced output. I got my guys with me as well, the team's here, Stephen behind the camera, my boy, Joe's here, obviously. So yeah, everything's just falling into place. Every day I get closer, every day I get a little bit more confident and a little bit more excited, because the reality is, by me executing what I need to now, the job is done. It's just about sailing in now and then fucking attacking it, which I plan to do. Yesterday, first day here, we got introduced to Pro's Gym Columbus by Ray. Ray, come here. Say hello to the YouTube.
Hey guys.
Okay, so this is No Surrender series. This is the journey to the Arnolds and taking over the world. Ray is actually
Transgender.
I was going to say transgender, but I wanted to make sure I got it right. So Ray's gone through a journey of changing her gender, essentially, his journey.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what you've gone through and what the plan is and how the journey's gone? I think it's important to share this because, guys, like, you know my mental battle journeys, how I've struggled with my health, having 2 heart attacks, what it's taken to get me here, which is why we call it the No Surrender series specifically. But Ray's been on his own journey as well of No Surrender, faced adversity, faced all kinds of ups and downs. Do you want to share?
Yeah, so basically, when I came out 3 years ago, my parents basically abandoned me completely, took me out of their will, don't talk to me anymore, and I basically live completely by myself. I had a partner for a little while, and she ended up cheating on me with 2 cisgender guys, and basically said because I don't have what guys have, and I'm not man enough for her, that she was going to leave me. And it's been a horrible journey, but I am determined. So 4 years from now, I'm going to be on stage. That's my plan. So basically right now I'm working on just focusing on my body, my mental health, getting myself into a space where I can keep pushing through. And then within 2 years, I'll have my top surgery done, and then 4 years being on the stage and competing against guys like this guy.
Hey, which I'm terrified for, because anybody that can go through that type of situation, and again, understanding, you can never fully appreciate someone's journey, but you can understand to a certain extent if you've been through, faced adversity yourself and faced struggles, and I can appreciate the situation that he's been in and what he's had to go through. And the reality is that if you can come out the back end of that smiling with a better beard than me, I mean, he's been growing a beard for a lot less time.
A couple of months.
I've been doing this for 27 years and I still haven't fucking got one. And the reality is, if he can do that and go through all of that, he can do anything. And it's just a reminder, guys, that when we call it the No Surrender series, when we call it fucking just getting shit done and attacking life with everything you possibly can, he is a true representation of just fucking making shit happen and not letting some of the hardest situations in your life get you down and keep you down. So much love. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Session done. 2 pull downs, 3 rows, 1 pull over. Joe is in the posing room. We're going to go down to the famous posing room. This place is fucking sick. It's like a dungeon. So we're going to go down there. We're going to hit some posing. Mads has still got 400 exercises left on legs. She's seen her wellness pictures. She knows what the competition looks like at the very top, which I know is going to fucking light a massive fire in her. So I'm going to fuck off and let her do her thing now. But we're going to go and do a little bit of posing. Then we're going to eat. Then we're going to go and buy some trainers to make me feel better because I'm really tired.
And then you've got this too.
Awesome.
Alright, let's see it then, big boy.
Sure, what's your name?
So you ready?
Come under that light. Yeah. So like there, I reckon.
Sounded like a real anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think I answer. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I can never trick. Unless the bitch is my bitch with a kiss on my lips, like, oh, I am not a pimp with a lip. I'm a man with a gift.
Do you want to hit the shot?
Ele diz, ele falou assim que vai competir com a dele. Ele perguntou se podia tirar uma foto com você. Oh yes.
Yeah? Is that right? Yeah? Break top off. Yeah. Yeah? Nice. Start getting the shit.
Alright, yeah.
He's the best in the world. He's one of the best in the world. Like.
No worries.
man. He's number 2 in the world. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does on the weekend.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
Well, his little manager's a bitch.
Victor.
Yeah, well, say hello, man. Say hello.
Hello, where are you from?
UK.
UK. Hello, UK.
Horse MD is the biggest bastard. So you prepping Rama?
I'm not the coach.
You're not?
No,
Oh, I thought
just
you
a
were
friend.
coaching him.
Yeah.
Oh, you should coach him.
Just the best friend.
Best friend. Yeah, my man. That's right. He I followed Horse fucking ever. He's an unbelievable. I mean, look at the fucking.
I was competing in UK in the Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
And 15 and 17.
Yes, yeah.
I think.
And he was still bigger than me then. So yeah. Can we get a picture, babe? Take a picture.
I report to.
I'm gonna go pro on Thursday.
Yeah.
Watch.
Good luck. Did you have another picture?
Yes.
Guys, day 1 is done. We've made some adjustments to food. We've made some adjustments to expenditure. We've got in the penultimate training session. We've gone to a pretty cool trainer store and clothing store, of which everything was way too expensive for my frugal ass to buy anything. Been to Target. We've got a big load of shopping in to cover us for the next few days, so we're locked and loaded, ready to go. Everyone is knackered and everyone's going to bed, so I'm not going to keep everybody up with my rambles here. But first thing tomorrow, you guys are going to see me explain exactly what we did today to basically bring us into the show from a fatigue management perspective and from a body weight perspective. You're also going to hear about the big weight drop that I know is coming tomorrow to land us real close to the cap, and then exactly what we're going to do tomorrow. So guys, I'll see you then. Peace.